Hi everybody, today we're going to do another financial math question. Here's the question. Scrooge intends to change his computer in 7 years' time, and he starts saving today, and the computer is going to cost him €8,450 in 7 years' time. The annual interest rate equivalent rate is 7.67%. And it's compounded quarterly. He wants to do quarterly savings, and the question is, how much does he need to save quarterly in order to get this amount? So again, this is a saving question. We use the formula for saving question, which means the final value will be the present value, the principal plus the interest rate, depending how many terms we have. So for this question, he's going to save it quarterly, and he's going to save for 7 years. So 7 times 4 gives us 28 terms of savings. Now, our interest rate is given annually, and the interest rate is 7.67. So we need to calculate the equivalent rate of the monthly interest rate. So we just calculate, we'll do this again. So it's 1 plus the interest rate to the power of 1 needs to be the same like 1 plus the interest rate for the quarterly to the power of 4, because we have 4 quarters in a year. So root 4, 1.0767, take 1 will give us the interest rate. And let's say in this question they're asking us to do 4 significant figures, and that will give us 0.01865. Remember, significant figures means you go to the first number that's not 0, and you count from there 4 places, and you round to that number. So now we're going to start our calculation. So we don't know how much he's saving, so let's say he's saving P. And the first installment, he will get 1 plus 0.01865, and he will get that for 28 periods because he's saving it today, and in 4 years' time, he's going to get his money back, which is 28 periods. The next installment is going to be the same thing, but this time he's not going to get it for 28 periods, but only for 27 periods. And we continue in the same format, and in the last period, he's just going to get it for 1 period. And then after the 4 years' time, he'll be finished, 7 years' time, he'll be able to get his money back. So, of course, it's 7 years and not 4 years. Okay, so now we have to calculate how much all this is. And we know that when we calculate this, we need to get 8450 because that's what he wants to save. This is a sequence, geometric sequence. We're going to use the sum for geometric sequence. So just to remind you the formula, it's a 1 minus the ratio to the power of n over 1 minus the ratio. So now we're going to figure out who is our a, who is our r, and who is our n. So I'm going to call the guy with the power 1a. The bracket, that means that's what we're multiplying each time. You see, that's changing each time. It's going up by 1. The power is going up by 1. That means every time from term to term, we're multiplying. If we start from the last one, we're multiplying by the bracket. So my ratio is going to be 1.01865. And then, of course, the terms, we're adding the n for the formula, which is actually the terms in our thing. So the n for the formula is 28 terms because we have 28 terms. We put it all into the formula. So we get P. 1 plus 0.01865, that's our A1. All this is our A, multiplied by 1 minus the ratio is 1.01865 to the power of 28 because we have 28 terms, as we said, over 1 minus the ratio, and the ratio again is 1.01865, and this has to be equal to 8450. In order to calculate this, the first thing we're going to do is take all the numbers on the left hand side and put that in the calculator to get the value, and then it will say, and this comes out when you put this in the calculator, it comes out 37.0124, and then it says P multiplied by this number equals 8450. So we divide both sides by 37, and we will get 8450 over 37.0124, and that gives us €228.30. So that means that's how much money he has to save every quarter in order to get €8,450 in 7 years' time to change his computer. Thank you very much, and another amazing question in a few minutes.